I've been hoping to set up a random debut league in Out of the Park Baseball for quite some time. It seems like a lot of fun, right? You get a lot of the great players of the past playing against each other from different time periods, playing in some other time. All sorts of random and chaotic things can happen, and I thought, hey, this sounds like a lot of fun. And I looked into it and realized that it wasn't as easy to set up as I first thought. And after I did a little bit of experimenting, what I found really surprised me. Now, before we get too deep into this, there are two concepts that you have to understand. The first of these is something called the development engine. Out of the Park Baseball comes with a development engine that's supposed to mirror the real-life development of Major League Baseball players. It's, in theory, not really as random as real-life development, but it kind of fits the bill. And the second thing you have to understand is what they call recalculation. Which is a thing inside Out of the Park Baseball that allows player stats to be recalculated new every single season. Now, when you start a random debut league in Out of the Park Baseball, recalc is turned off by default and the development engine is turned on. But if you go onto the Out of the Park Baseball forums, you'll see posts by people going back years saying the best option is to turn both recalc and the development engine on at the same time. I was on Reddit the other day and somebody posted screenshots from their OOTP saves. Cy Young was about like 48 years old and kept going strong. And Ed Delahanty was playing, I think, into his 50s and looked like he was never going to stop. And I replied and I said, well, based on these threads that I've seen, maybe the problem is that you have the recalculation feature on, but you don't have the development engine on. Basically, in theory, what that does is it means that the game doesn't know when to stop with a player. How exactly that works, I don't fully understand. Somebody else replied and said you can't use recalc and the dev engine at the same time. It just jacks things up. That's a direct quote. And so I looked at this and thought, well, I mean, maybe this person's right. Maybe everything I've read on the forum is wrong. But instead of just taking their word for it, maybe we should, I don't know, like, test it out. And so that's what I did. I spent time doing full automatic replays using random debut under 3 different settings. So first, we had the default setting, which is the development engine is turned on and there's no recalculation. Second, we did it with only recalculation on, no development engine. And third, we did it with both recalculation and the development engine on. I just set it up and let the computer have at it. And I thought the best way to look at this would be to track the progress of 10 players with careers that are somewhat unusual, that would be interesting to see in this context. And so here we go. We'll go player by player. We'll start off with Barry Bonds. With the default settings on, Bonds was only 21 years old at the end of the save. Not much we can say about that. With recalc only on, he had a strange career, playing to age 56 and was not a regular starter until age 35. And then with both the development engine and recalc on, he played until age 42, went into the Hall of Fame, and had 611 home runs. Tony Conigliaro played until age 39 with the default settings on, but wasn't good enough for the Hall of Fame. He had a great season at age 18 with recalc only on, but never played again. And then with both on, retired at age 26 after his offensive stats plummeted. Dizzy Dean played until age 35 with the default settings on and went to the Hall of Fame. He played at age 20 with only recalc on, then hung around until he got another chance at age 45, after which he played until age 62. And with both on, he played until age 31 and wound up in the Hall of Fame. Ed Delahanty played until age 30 with the default settings on, but suffered a career-ending injury. He reached the Hall of Fame. With recalc only on, he had only one season. He led the league in doubles and stolen bases, but never got another chance. Then with both on, he played until age 38 and was a Hall of Famer. Mark Fidrich was effectively done at age 24 with the default settings on. He retired after 4 seasons with recalc only on, and he was still active at the end of the test run with both on. Lou Gehrig started the save at age 27 with the default settings on and retired at age 39. He was a Hall of Famer. He played half a season with recalc only on. He played well but never got another chance. Then with both on, he retired at age 38 and was a Hall of Famer. Sandy Koufax pitched until age 36 with the default settings on and probably would have been a Hall of Famer if I kept going. He retired at age 25 with recalc only on, and then pitched to age 37 with both on and was a Hall of Famer. Babe Ruth pitched until age 26 with the default settings and then was an outfielder until age 39. He wound up with 1,062 home runs, the most of all time, an obvious Hall of Famer. With recalc only on, he left baseball after his age 18 season. He didn't even play a full season. Then with both on, he pitched until age 23 and then continued as an outfielder until age 41. He was a Hall of Famer with 664 career home runs. Ed Walsh pitched until age 37 with the default settings on and was a Hall of Famer. With recalc only on, he pitched only one season. Then with both on, he pitched until age 34 and was a Hall of Famer. Last but not least, Ted Williams played until age 41 with the default settings on. He had a .337 career batting average and was a Hall of Famer. With recalc only on, he started at age 19 and then took a break until age 41 and then retired finally at age 62. He was a Hall of Famer. Then with both on, another Hall of Fame season. He played until age 45 with a career .342 batting average. He hit .444 at age 23. So what does all of this mean? Well, first of all, the obvious thing is that playing with both development and recalculation on does not have any negative effect on your save. The other obvious thing is that if you play with recalc only on without the development engine, the game doesn't know when players should retire. Now, I had retire according to history set on for all 3 of these saves. I didn't even know I did until I checked at the end. But it doesn't make a difference if you're not playing in a mode in which the players come on with their real teams. And so that did basically nothing at all. In fact, we had some players playing to past age 100 in that save. Things were really bizarre. I was looking at the 1972 Chicago White Sox in that save, who set the world record at that time for the most wins in a season, and most of their roster was over 90 years old. So go figure. The default settings and having both recalc and the development engine on in my tests did not have a discernible major difference. In other words, all this stuff about having both on jacking up your save is not true. Now, if you want to find out more, you can go check out the blog. For members of the blog, I'm going to upload all backup files from all 3 of these saves, so you can go check them out in OOTP 25 and see what you think, and you can write your own review to me. I know that some people are going to come on and say, well, we already knew that if you play with recalc only on that it's a problem. I don't think so. I think that most people who play this game are still confused by this, honestly. And the person I was talking to on Reddit was clearly very confused, and he told me he's a beta tester. But the moral of this story is that you can play with both the recalc and the development engine on, and in fact, I thought overall that that gave me the best results. Let me know what you think down below, and don't be like me, stay away from stupid online arguments. Bye.